Hey everyone, Jake here with Stop Losing Money. I got a great question from a client. They were asking about the differences and the similarities between a Roth IRA and an IUL. So Roths are better, right? The good stuff is your 401k or your traditional IRAs. And I say good with, I can't say. They're good for some, and then Roths are better, but IULs are the best. And I'm about to break down and show you why that is so you can see the differences. Both a Roth and an IUL do have the opportunity for tax-free growth and distribution. The caveat you have is in a Roth, you have to be 59 and a half years of age to get that, right? So any gains that you grow out of it, those are not tax-free until the age of 59 and a half. That is the bind that you get with it. Now, when it comes to an IUL, you can access your money anytime. That cash value is there for you and it's tax-free, whether you're 12, if you started one at 1, or whether you're 65 or 48 or whichever. It doesn't matter because when you take a loan out of your policy, it's tax-free and there are no distribution requirements beyond filling out a form. The next thing is the contribution limit. So Roths are great because they are on the same philosophy I believe in, that you want to pay taxes on the seed, not the harvest, right? But they have a cap on it. So it's $6,500 at the time of this recording if you're under 50, and $7,500 a year if you're over the age of 50, which is good. It all depends on where your goals are. But IULs are based more on their design. So there's a lot of people who put IULs together, but a lot of them have to understand that when you design an IUL, you don't want to have a 10-unit apartment with only 5 apartments filled, right? Because then your costs are having to cover the other 5. So it is based on the design. And what I've ran into is that people, when they realize that, hey, look, I filled up my IUL and I can't do more, we get another one. That's how it works. Like, just go again. No big deal. But that is why it's based on the design. I've had some where people could contribute $40,000 a year. I've had some where people can only contribute $2,400 a year. Like I said, it's based on the design because we're trying to maximize your cash growth and minimize any of the costs that come with it. So that's why that is based on the design. One thing you'll never get out of a Roth is any type of loss protection. Roths typically participate in the market. So anytime the market goes down, your value goes down too. Anytime there's a crash, you spend years just trying to get back to where you were. That's the challenge that you get with it. Now with an IUL, loss protection's there. You lock in all your gains no matter what's going on with the market. It's just how it works on the point-to-point system. There is no type of indexing feature in a Roth. You're actively in the market. When the market goes up 4% one day, then down 12% the next day, so does your numbers, right? So you have to play with what you're actually gaining back and forth. You don't get that type of feature. Like, you don't have that when an index. In an index, it's a point-to-point system. Most of them are done annually, some are biannual, some are every 5 years. But you set in at this point, and then a year later, you don't have to worry about all the up and downs anymore. The peace of mind that you get from finance is so much easier because at that 365-day point, if your mark is up 20%, you've just locked in a 20% gain. And then same thing, index next year, if it goes down 4%, you're still locked in at this top gain. But the year after that, it resets again because it's an option play, right? It doesn't actively participate in the market. That's why it's an option play. You could contribute on the gains again, right? That's why most people, when there's a stock market crash, IUL holders are raking in the dough, where everyone else is just trying to get out of the hole they dug. So that is the power of indexing. There are other videos on that you could check out on my channel as well. Your Roth does not guarantee your income because when your balance goes down to zero, it's zero. That's it. That's the same with your traditional IRAs. It's the same with your 401ks. No one cares if you don't have any money in them, but they like to charge you fees though. Don't forget about that part. Now, on an IUL, you can design it so you have a guaranteed income for life. Now, this number will be guaranteed based on what you contribute, what the returns are. Like, there's a lot of variables for what that number will ultimately be, but it's guaranteed tax-free X amount until you're 120 years of age. And it goes to 120 because that's a life insurance law. That's not because it's designed specifically that way. It's because the laws have every life insurance policy designed at that rate. So I hope you got a lot out of this and understand why there's a difference between a Roth and an IRA, a Roth and an IUL, and understanding why the IUL is the best feature to go with and how much power it has for you, your family, and your money. If you like this, please subscribe to this channel. We'll be putting out plenty of content. And if you want to learn more, you can always book a call or attend one of my free webinars where we dig really deep into all of this stuff. All right, see ya.